For those of us who have never had a sister but have always longed for one, well, we all might have second thoughts after today's show. Like any other relationship, being a sister takes work. Deborah is the youngest of 4 sisters, all the way from Jacksonville, Florida, visiting us today. Sisters that she claims she hasn't gotten along with ever since birth. What in the world's going on?
Well, we just never got along.
Not even growing up?
No, not even growing up. It always been competitive because of my mother. She always favored her second youngest daughter, Ginevra. We just never got along. We never liked her.
You never liked Ginevra?
No, I ain't never liked none of them.
Not any of your sisters? You got 3.
I liked it, one of them, Rosina. She was all right till we got pregnant, but the rest of them, I couldn't stand them.
Don't like them. Well, how would you describe? Somebody said, tell me about your sisters. You would describe them in what ways?
Which one? All of them. I got some different words for each and every one.
Okay. Oh, gosh. How about Sherilyn?
Let me see, where can I start? You want the good or the bad first?
I just want to know why you don't get along.
Okay, first of all, I don't like her because she real ignorant now. She real ignorant. She don't know what to say out of her mouth to people. She try to be the one that cry when things go on. You know how you get in family functions and somebody do something and she start crying and stuff, like she just can't take it. And
so she's a drama queen.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, one of them, child. But she phony. Phony, you know, phony. That's all.
Just phony.
Phony. And
phony.
I don't like her. She phony.
You know, does it pain you that you don't like any of your sisters? Life's just fine.
Yeah.
What might happen if you needed them one day?
I have friends.
You'd go to the friends?
I would rather go to my friends before I go to one of them, because coming to one of them is just like going to a friend, because you know how you could tell a friend something, they might not say it, but if you tell one of them before you walk out the door good, it's all through the family. Way somewhere else know.
What's that they say? Telephone, telegraph, tell a sister. Let's bring out the oldest of the Dixon sisters and see for ourselves. Come on out, Sherilyn. How you doing? Come on out, take a seat. Sherilyn, family celebrations like Thanksgiving and Christmas, look, they don't even want to sit next to each other. That must be tough around your house.
We don't stay together. She kicked me out.
Kicked you out the house?
She made up a fake rent note that said in 10 days I had to leave. No.
What did you do?
No, I didn't. Don't believe Deborah. Deborah is a big a liar.
She can't even
She's
say the word.
A pathological liar.
Deborah is a liar.
You ain't kick me out. You ain't get. Now tell the honest to goodness truth. I know we on TV, but tell the truth. Then you get me put out. Then you give me a letter with 10 days, and you told me to go today. You gave it to me on about the 9th day.
She faked the eviction notice.
No, I did not. No, I didn't.
Let me tell you, Rolonda, she went to the rent office and had the lady to write up her letter stating that I had to leave within 10 days. And now this ain't somewhere I was living free. I was giving her money.
Why did you want her to leave, Sherilyn?
Yeah, why? Tell me. You ain't never tell me.
Don't believe Deborah.
Believe me, baby.
Look,
listen, Sherilyn.
Listen, what?
I work every day.
Yeah, you do.
When I used to go to work every day, Deborah would be in the house asleep.
Yeah.
Okay, when I came home from work, it's time for Deborah to get up, you know, out of the bed from being asleep all day. Then Deborah would party all night.
True. That ain't the point, but I gave her money.
No. I live in an apartment complex.
Yeah,
Deborah and her friends were so noisy all night long, and they would disturb the neighbors, okay? The neighbors complained on me. My landlord gave me an eviction notice, which I got called to the office. He told me the only way that he would not go through with the eviction is if I put her out. I'm not going to sleep in the park. Me and my kids.
So the sister had to go.
Wait a minute now. Was it just me, or was it me and your old man used to party now?
You had to go.
But wasn't it him too? Wasn't it him too? Wait a minute, y'all. She making it seem like it was just me, but she had a man living with her also that used to be doing the same thing I was doing. I had my friends there, but he also had his friends there.
Sherilyn, let me ask you this. Is it more than that?
You're right, but I went there because you was lying.
What? It's her. It's her.
Sherilyn,
it's her.
Well, what about your other
sister? They should have told her to put his red out too. Excuse my language. Excuse my language.
Sherilyn, what about the other sisters? Do you get along with your other 2 sisters?
No.
How you gonna answer for me? You can't.
Because you ain't answering right. You lying. Tell the truth.
She didn't even say anything. this. Do you get along with the other two sisters?
Truthfully, from the heart, baby, from the heart. Talk to Rolonda. Tell the truth now. We can't
Tell Rolonda.
I get along with them fairly well.
But
I stay on my side of town, and I leave them on their side of town. I don't bother them.
But when she come, that's the problem.
You though. I don't bother you.
Girl, let me tell you, Rolonda.
Do I bother you?
Yeah.
I don't even come in your room.
Every time you talk to me, Cheryl, it's something instigated through the family. Now you can't. I don't care who you point at me for.
Cause you always instigate.
I don't. That's right. If you tell, this how it is. Let me tell you her. This is her. She'll call one sister and talk to the sister. Yeah, child. You know she's so and so and so and so. And she told me that so and so was with her, and she said, "Granddad," and he said. Soon as we say, "All right, then, bye." Girl, guess what?
Shirley, who you calling? Ginevra?
No. Me and Ginevra get along. Me and Ginevra
They get along once out of the
Do you
month.
like Ginevra?
No.
Well, let's meet Ginevra. Ginevra, come on out. Hey, Ginevra. Ginevra, if somebody were to ask you to describe Deborah, how would you describe Deborah?
Here we go.
honestly.
Loud.
Yeah, that's me.
Rude.
That's me too.
Bad attitude.
That's me.
That's Deborah.
So, but I ain't lying. I'm telling the truth.
Well, we're going to keep telling the truth. We've got to take a quick break, and we'll continue with, goodness knows, feuding sisters right after this.
Still look good.
Oh, I've got to meet that Rolonda hunk on the next Rolonda.
Boy, oh boy, talk about women scorned, but imagine women scorned with other women in their family. We're talking to some feuding sisters today. Deborah does not like, she says in her own words, she doesn't like her own sisters. Sherilyn, who we've been talking to, and Ginevra. Ginevra, what do you see the problem as? Why is there so much?
I don't know. It's just a big problem.
Ever since you were little kids?
Ever since we were little kids. Little kids, we used to fight. I'd fight Deborah, Cheryl jump on me. Or Deborah fight Rosina and I help Deborah. It's ever since we were little kids.
Never had a close relationship with any of your
Never.
sisters. Does that pain you?
Well, yes, because we're sisters. We are sisters, and I feel like if we're family and sisters, we should get along a little bit better than what we do. We should. And we're not close at all.
Not at all.
No.
Sherilyn, how would you? Is there jealousy involved? Is there?
Yes.
I mean, there's got to be some. You say yes, there is.
Yes, I do.
What is the jealousy stemming from?
No, I don't. I cannot sit here and say who's jealous of who, but everyone thinks they're a lot better looking or finer than the next person.
True.
I'm not going to name a name.
Right.
That's true.
She thinks she's a lot better looking than me, Cheryl and Rosina.
Yes.
So why do you let that bother you?
Let them judge, baby. You
They don't
can't.
need to judge. You ain't no
Settle
beauty
down,
queen.
sugar. Settle down. You getting out of
settle
hand.
down.
Now, see, you told me
'Cause I
let
feel
her
like
get
I'm
her story
prettier than
right.
you.
Now she creeping.
No, I'm not.
She bringing more than the story. Now I'm gonna have to
I
put
don't
her to
think
rest. I'm gonna have to.
What do you say to these feuding
You know what I'm
sisters?
saying? Now let her talk. Oh, go ahead, baby. Excuse me.
I think you guys have a lot of issues going on, but at the same time, I mean, it is sad because obviously you are competing with each other on some kind of a level, whether it's you two against her or her against, or you two against her. And I have a sister, and we are very close in age, we're like 3 years apart, and we used to fight all the time because we always thought our parents were kind of like favoring us. And as soon as you realize that you each have great things to offer and there's no reason to compete, you'll be best friends. I mean, my sister and I are best friends now.
How long we been here?
Have you guys ever figured out what the issue is? What are you jealous about?
I'm not jealous of her.
And all about you being jealous of me because it's not all about me. It's about all of us, honey. Are you not paying attention to Rolonda?
You know something, Deborah, if you guys put as much energy in getting along as you do to antagonize each other, think how close you would be.
Could you explain your show to her? Because evidently she ain't been paying attention. Ain't this about sisters getting along? But it ain't got nothing to do with them being jealous of me. It's about you working with yourself, honey, and getting along with your family.
But Deborah, I heard you say something. I'm gonna listen. I'll listen to what you don't say, because what I heard you say is what the show was about: is sisters getting along. Actually, the name of the show is Feuding
We
Sisters,
don't get along,
which
but
tells
we
me
here to
maybe
get
why you're
along,
here.
right?
Are you here so you can get along with your sisters?
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. Other than that, I wouldn't have came because of the simple fact none of us do not get. Y'all don't laugh at my earrings, please.
Let me, before I come back to your question.
We ain't ready for no question yet. I ain't getting through saying what I was saying.
But that's a big breakthrough, because what I heard you say is that you were coming here to learn how to get along and stop the feud.
Yeah, that's what I came for. But I'm telling you, this little hour, how long we finna sit up here for? 12 minutes? Because I know y'all got some more people back there.
We got Rosina back there. Come on, Rosina. Come on out, Rosina. Rosina, if you had to describe your relationship with your sisters in one word, it would be?
Lovely.
Lovely. Yeah. Well, we hope it ends lovely. We're going to put you to the test right after this. We'll be right back. Did you sleep with someone when you were drunk and now you couldn't even pick them out of a lineup? If so, then give us a call at 1-800-4-ROSHOW or send email to roshow@aol.com. Many folks down there in Jacksonville, Florida might know the Dixon sisters. They argue a lot. Does word get around town about you guys, Rosina?
No.
No. You're sitting up there looking awfully innocent. Why did y'all switch chairs up here?
Oh, I guess I was supposed to come out before her. Or I'm supposed to be support for her. I'm not really sure.
Well, why don't you tell us? Where do you fit into all this? You feuding with everybody else?
Sometimes, I mean, I get mad sometimes because they always talk about me to Deborah, and then every time you make Deborah mad, she'll come back and tell you, and then that's when I get evil.
How do you get even?
I ain't the only one tell you. Everybody tell everybody.
You always got something to say.
So how do you do? What do you do to get even?
All kind of little devil, little things that you do to your family members, like start little dirty rumors about them, and
Now what? You're only adding to the problem.
Yeah, because if I'm not part of the solution, I'm part of the problem. I realize that.
Maybe you just, in a strange kind of way, Rosina, is that your way of being close to your sisters? Because sometimes families, the only time they talk and get along and love each other in a strange way is by fighting.
We don't really fight. I mean, we don't stop each other on the street, slap each other down, kicking dirt on them and stuff. You know what I'm saying? We might call on the phone, start a few rumors. They're not going to be mad for long. Give them about 2 weeks. They'll be back, right? She was talking about, can I get $3 for gas? You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. I asked you for $3 for gas. What you want me to take you somewhere with? My car will run off an hour. Don't get upset. I'm not getting upset. That's the only way you get around is my car. You too good to get on the bus. Okay? I'm not upset. I don't want my beautiful son to be out there on the bus stop. I mean, we could walk outside and get on. You can get on the bus. He can get on the bus. You got a man. He can give you money to get on the bus, or he need to buy you a car.
Well, y'all tell me this. Something about the story about when Deborah was pregnant, living with Ginevra. What happened?
Oh, let me tell it, Rolonda.
Okay, Shirley.
Baby, the one that slings the dirt is dirt to be slung on her. Go ahead, sling it, baby.
Sherilyn, you tell the story.
Baby, go ahead. Don't be scared.
Deborah.
Go on, Sherilyn.
Rolonda talking to you. Answer the woman. Don't keep her waiting.
It don't even make sense for you to act like that.
What happened when when she was pregnant living with Ginevra?
Since I'm
First of all, Rolonda,
What?
the story she tells is not true. Deborah is grown, right?
Well, first of all, tell the story that's
She
rumored.
said that I starved her when she was pregnant.
You did?
It's not. No, I did not, because Deborah's grown. It's not my responsibility to feed you.
I was eating
You got pregnant. I'm not
Yes, she
getting
did.
pregnant.
Yes, she did.
No, it's not my job to feed you. It's my responsibility.
Wait, but Deborah, what did she do? Lock you up in a room?
Excuse me, she talking to me, sugar, my turn.
I'm talking to you, though.
This is what happened.
Talking about I starved.
When I was pregnant, right? It's true indeed, I didn't have a job when I got pregnant, but I was not on no kind of assistance. I was not receiving food stamps. When I was keeping her daughter while she go to work. Understand me, y'all, her daughter. I didn't have a baby yet. My baby was in my stomach.
So how did you get starved?
Wait, I'm finna get to that. Don't rush me now. Don't rush me, because it's a story now. But this is how it is. She used to take her food stamps and she used to go feed my auntie them, right, to keep from feeding me when I was pregnant. Do y'all, this ain't funny, because I get serious when we talk about my child. I like to lost my baby when I went to the hospital. They could not find her heartbeat because she was underweight. She only weighed 5'2", and they had to stop my labor because I was not eating. By the time of the end of my pregnancy, they had put me back on food stamps, and now she don't get food stamps, and ask her who's feeding her.
You don't feed me because I don't even do that. I don't even do that, so how you feed me?
So, Ginevra, that's a heavy thing to be putting on you. I mean, there's some people.
No, it's not heavy. That's just wrong, because
Look,
that's my
Rolonda,
sister.
let
If she
Ginevra
was
have her
pregnant,
side.
I'm finna let her as soon as I
you
finish
had
this.
your say to
If
talk.
she
Let
was
me talk.
pregnant, I would have fed her regardless. If I had money, it'd have been plenty times her daughter
do you
needed,
live
and
in my
I
house
gave.
for free?
Yeah, I live in your house for free.
bills.
I give
Like
you
I
money
said,
when I have it
two
to
kids
give
to take
you.
care of. It's not my
Please don't
responsibility
start
to take
crying.
care of you. I'm not finna cry.
Oh, okay.
Because where that man was that put that baby in you when you was hungry.
He was trying to bystander. What did you eat? Because I was keeping her child every day. But what did you eat? Jiffy cornbread every day, and I promise you, Jiffy cornbread every day. That is what I ate. She used to be in my auntie house eating. My auntie used to ask her to bring me a plate. The young lady backstage, her son used to be over there with me. He is 2 years old. That is my God baby. I love him to death. She used to tell her to bring me and the baby plate. You know what she used to say? He not my responsibility.
It's not. That's his mama's responsibility.
But regardless, he is a child. You
Is the lady backstage obviously closer to you than your sister?
Yeah, she's very. That's not the point, Janelle.
That is
everybody
the point.
needs
You
help
trying to tell
time
them
and time
I starved
again.
you. It's not my job to feed you. You are grown.
Everybody need help. You know what I'm saying? When she on the down low, she
You don't
come
help
to
me.
people.
You don't have no job. You
Janelle,
hurt me more than helping me. I try to pay my bills. You get your welfare check. What do you do? Go pay $195 for some damn pictures.
$95.
You can't eat them pictures.
$95.
In them damn pictures.
I think we're all getting an idea of what life is like around the Dixon household.
Let me straighten
Wait, calm down. I want to meet the lady.
No, don't straighten me.
When I got that check for $95, she got a $1,000 check from Mercury. Okay,
I paid my bills.
That's her money, but then I paid my bills. I have money to give her. I give it to her. And don't lie.
Honey, since you've been living with me, you gave me $10 a month ago.
I gave you that one day. You ain't paying half of your bill that month.
But was I being there? I was at Miss Smith's house for the last 2 months, baby. That's your job to pay the bills when you live.
From the audience.
No.
Hey.
From the audience.
Because I wasn't there.
Deborah, from the audience.
Are we listening?
Hello. Oh, very good. Thank you. And you're focusing on all the bad things. Anything nice ever happened to you?
No.
Wait, stop. Maybe you went away on a vacation somewhere. Maybe you
With them,
went to movies.
if we go
What
together,
time?
we'll
Maybe
end up
anything
arguing
good
and
yet
fighting
together.
because of her big mouth.
One of you.
Whatever,
Wait,
whatever.
you can't.
Y'all listen to the man, please.
Listen for a minute. Just 1 minute, please.
We
Thank you.
listen to Texas.
If you focus once in a while on the positive, there must be something positive that you guys did together. There must be something happy that you guys did. You're laughing now, so there must be something you're happy about that you did together.
No, look, listen, I'm I'm not gonna let y'all pick on this man because he's bringing up something a good point. Isn't there one positive thing? Excuse me. Isn't there one positive thing that you remember about your relationship?
Positive things, but he was talking about vacations and things. If we had money to go on vacations, we would.
Okay, but sometimes the most wonderful vacations in the world are sitting in the backyard throwing a burger on a grill and just sitting around doing free things.
We can't even have cookouts together. Always arguing.
Gosh.
The cookout Saturday. Who were not there?
Well, I wasn't there, but it's not because I don't argue. I didn't want to come to y'all little raggedy cookies.
Well, listen, there's another woman in Tawana.
They didn't want me there.
Excuse me. You want the show? I'm gonna give you the mic, okay? Now, this is the way it's gonna work. We're gonna talk one at a time. Okay. You feud that way at home, not here. Okay. In Deborah's life, while she may not be related by blood, she is a whole lot closer, Deborah says, than her own sisters are to her. Tawana, where are you? Tawana? What is this you brought? What is this?
You don't want man date.
What'd you bring all this cornbread for?
I'm gonna tell you just a second, baby.
Okay.
For one, when I brought my son there, honey, he had food in his bag, honey. You asked me to bring juice and oatmeal pies for him and your daughter, too. And as for Deborah, yes, you did feed her Jiffy cornbread mix. But guess what? As a small token of my appreciation, I bought, 6 boxes for you.
We'll be right back. You know,
I don't need Deborah because she gonna need them boxes to sleep in.
No, she not. No, she not.
Can I say one thing? Yes, I'm gonna take a quick break. We gotta get some commercials in here. Sometimes feuding sisters can actually come to blows. That's what happened with our next set of sisters all the way here from Mississippi. They say their fights are all because one sister wants to always be the center of attention. We'll talk to that group and continue with the friend here, Tawana, with the Jiffy cornbread right after this. Like many folks, I don't have a sister, but a lot of people who do is yes, sometimes you get in those feuds with your sister, but nothing like this, right?
Nah, not that deep. But I just want to ask y'all, if an outsider was to come between y'all and start something, I know y'all would stick together. Because y'all all seem like y'all really love each other deep down inside. But and my other thing is, I'm not trying to provoke or instigate, but if all y'all seem like y'all got a lot of mouth, except the oldest one. She's on the down low. She's quiet. Well, if y'all really went blow to blow like the next people that's coming out, who would win that fight?
Me?
I figured it.
Me.
I don't know anything about the anger that you all have with each other and everything like that, but one thing I do know is that you should listen a little bit more to your sisters. You know that too, I'm sure. But you have to remember also to thank them because they both allow you to live in their house. And that's something you might have forgotten, because that's sister.
Deborah, are you the youngest?
Huh?
Are you the youngest?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought I heard that. I'm the youngest also, and my brother thinks I'm spoiled and I'm a brat. And I think there's a little jealousy because she's probably the youngest and she got a lot of attention, and so they act out on
Is that
her.
what you think it is?
Yeah, I think so.
Definitely not.
No, I don't think so. She is the biggest problem. Ain't nobody jealous of her. No.
They're always accused. You're going through that. Are you going through a feud?
We're always going through
feud, so you can relate. What do you say?
I know this is a dumb question, but do you guys...
There are no dumb questions.
Okay. Do you guys give each other Christmas and birthday presents that you actually enjoy or use?
You don't give each other gifts?
No.
No. Tawana, yeah, you came here, back to you. You came all the way here with 6 boxes of cornbread. And the point that you wanted to make was, because you're Deborah's girlfriend.
Not girlfriend.
No, not girlfriend. No. But friend. What position does it put you in? Does it pain you also to watch somebody that you really care about going through such a difficult time with their family?
Yes, it does, because, I have a family like this, too, and I have sisters. We go through it. you know, probably a little more than they do. But they get along so well, Geneva and Cheryl. But that's my partner right there too, but very, very two-faced in that, Rosina.
Rosina, you two-faced?
Yes, ma'am. She's very two-faced.
Oh, yes.
Now, she always says she's the devil of the family, right? You like start those little things going on. Come on.
My question is where's your mother and your family, and aren't they sick and tired of hearing y'all fighting every other time?
She don't care.
They don't
no,
care?
All of us don't live in the same house, and when we're all with my mother, we don't fuss and fight. We might fight amongst each other, but if other people come into it, we stick together on other people.
What do you say?
Well, I can't understand how, where's your respect for one another, your sisters? I've got two sisters, and if one of them spoke to me the way that you speak to your sisters, Deborah, I wouldn't speak to them ever again.
Thank you. Well, baby, to comment to your little statement, that's the way we are down in Jacksonville. I don't know how you is, where you came from, but growing up, we have always talked to each other like that, and if you don't want to be spoke to like that, keep your comments to yourself, darling. Thank you. Thank you.
I agree with what you said, because if anybody talked to me like that, I wouldn't talk to them either. And we'll be right back in a minute. Sleep with someone when you were drunk and now you couldn't even pick them out of a lineup? If so, then give us a call at 1-800-4-ROSHOW or send email to roshow@aol.com.
Now, if you're going to be in the New York area and would like free tickets to Rolonda, well, please call us at 212-650-2060.
Feuding sisters. And Deborah, I'm not going to forget that you did say you came here to get along with your sister. We're going to get back to y'all in a minute.
Oh, I said that.
But our next group of sisters are coming here today from Pascagoula, Mississippi. Now, that's a town some sisters who are going to be on our show today are saying is not big enough for their family. Martha is the youngest sister of the set. And how would you describe the way you and your sisters get along?
We get along pretty good as long as we're not out partying among other people. Sheila, she's it's like competitive with us, and I just want them to love me. But I mean, I know they love me and all, but it's like whenever we were out partying on her birthday, she got kind of at me because a lot of my friends were, you know, hugging me and stuff, glad to see me, and she gets jealous. I'm sure that's what it is.
You don't think it's not boyfriend jealous, just any kind of attention?
Yeah, it's not boyfriend jealous, you know, because I'm married, I'm happy. It's just, it seems like, well, I'm more outgoing, you know. I like to party and talk to people, introduce myself, and they just kind of sit back and I just get right out there and dance and have a good time. And when I start getting attention, they say, well, if you wouldn't be out there flaunting yourself, I don't call it flaunting.
I take it there's a come on out. We saw you back there now. Come on out here, girls. Come on out. This is Martha and Sheila. Sheila and Terry. Martha, Sheila, and Terry, the three sisters. Is it that you're jealous? Is that the reason you don't get along? She's telling us that you go to parties and the people are coming up saying hello to her, shaking her hand, hugging her, and then you guys just get upset over that.
I'm Terry, and I'm not jealous of her.
And
I'm not jealous. I just think she just flaunts too much.
Well, how would you describe the way she flaunts? I mean, what do you mean?
I think she dresses. She's a married woman, got children. I don't think she ought to go out there and act like she's a single woman and ain't got no children.
What is wrong with the way I dress? I don't dress no way. I dress like this.
Well, that's good compared to some of the things you put on.
Let me ask you, I understand that you guys have actually gotten to a point where you were swinging some hands and fists there.
Yeah.
What happened that day? Tell me that story.
Which one?
Well, the one that really kind of like you think is a good example of what's really going on here.
Well, okay, it was her birthday. This happened, Sheila's birthday.
Okay.
Yeah, let me know about this. What are you talking about?
She says she don't remember, but it happened, I swear.
You've never talked it out before?
Yeah, we've talked it out, but she's got a selective memory.
I remember throwing ice at you and your shoes on the roof, but that's about it.
Yeah, I was sitting across from her. She kept throwing ice and hit me in the face with it. I was like, man, stop it.
But why? Tell them why.
Because, hey, I was just sitting there partying. My friends were talking to me. She got mad. And I didn't say nothing to her. We were just sitting there. She's like, she'd throw it at
so
me.
innocent, poor little thing.
Well, what was she doing, Sheila?
Tell him what I was doing.
The thing was, we was single at the time.
Sitting in a bar stool.
We was single. She wasn't married then. And I happened to like this guy, and Martha just kind of like took over it. That's what happened.
No.
And I got drunk,
No.
you know, and then I started throwing ice at her and got upset. And
that wasn't
we had
it. She stood the guy up. She stood him up. He come to the house. I didn't have a date, and he goes, well, let's just go party. So I did. We went out partying. I even left him at the bar. I didn't even go. He was boring. So I left.
So, would you guys like to get along? Is that what brought you here today?
We get along pretty good, as long as we're not drinking or something.
Yeah. And as long, do you think it's the drink, or does it happen only when you're drinking? Is that what?
Mostly when we're drinking.
The drinking brings it out. Things
It's
that
like
you don't
compete when we're drinking.
say.
So what do you hope that this coming to New York City all the way from Mississippi is going to do for your relationship?
I hope she grows up.
Do you need to grow up, you think?
I have grown up. I've grown up a lot. I've grown up a lot.
Up here. Question.
Well, Rolonda, I'm the youngest of 6 sisters. So I understand what the younger sisters are going through. You know, they're struggling to just grow up, and the other ones want them to grow up the same time they are. They can't do it at their rate. They have, you know, the younger one have to grow up at her pace, because I get a lot of slack from my older sisters, you know. But I love them, and when it comes down to it, we do get along. So I just say to the older sisters, please give your younger sister a chance.
That's nice. That's very, very nice.
Come from a really big family. We have 7 aunts and 2 uncles, and everybody gets along, and everybody gets together, does barbecues, whatever, goes to everybody's house.
How do they do it?
It's great. Nobody has any feuding or nothing. This is sad because everybody just gets along. Everybody's kids. We got like, and between all of us is like 26.
Is this your whole family here? Raise your hand, all this family. There you go. And y'all all get along. Now, what is the secret for getting along? Any ideas?
Comprehension, you know.
I guess love, respect, communication.
Especially respect, man, because it's like there's no respect right there, you know. You do not respect yourselves, and that's the main issue of it, you know, respecting yourselves.
Every family has an argument.
Yeah. Believe me, every family has an argument. But you got to get beyond it at some point, or just go your separate ways, one or the other. We'll be right back in a minute with more on Feuding System. Thank you. You're very blessed. Believe me. Who says he knows all 3 of these ladies from Mississippi, these sisters, quite well. And he said he came all the way here to get his 2 cents in, too. You look a little surprised there. What you so surprised about, Martha?
Is it my husband?
What's your husband's name?
Jay.
Well, call him and see if he answers.
Jay, I'm going to kill him.
Yeah, come on out, Jay. That's the way they welcome folks in talk shows. Go, Jay. Go, Jay. Jay, how do you see this whole situation? Golly, to be stuck in the middle.
You want the real truth?
Yeah.
These girls fight over anything. It's just not clothes. Anything. They fight over my kids. They fight over dressing. Where they're going to go. They fight over anything.
Well, what does this do for you, who is married into this family?
Well, I tried to tell them. I said, hey, either get along or stay away.
That's right. I'm with you.
And it lasts about a week at a time like that.
That's right. So I guess the question is, Martha, Sheila, and Terry, why don't you not visit each other? Why don't you stay away from each other? Because goodness knows, there's some families that just don't get along, and you just can't be together. So why do y'all stick around each other?
Because they love each other.
We love each other, but it's
It's
kid
always
thing
been
with
a
me and
rival
her.
between me and her.
Where does it stem from, you think?
I don't know. Since we was younger, I've always
the
been close
youngest.
to her, but it's always been, especially when we were single, it's always been Martha is always the center of attention, and it's just like she has to have it, no matter what.
She's taking your thunder away.
She don't necessarily go out with men or go home with them, but she's got to have all the guys. Period. Right there.
Jay, when you hear about your sisters say your wife is out there flaunting, what is that? What are you thinking?
He knows how she flirts sometimes.
She's flaunting ever since I've known her. She's really toned down now.
Yeah, she's toned down now.
Yes, let's get some questions in. What do you say? Stand up.
First of all, I think that they're all jealous of Sheila, the Martha, the youngest one here. And as far as is it Debbie in the Black? I think that she's the youngest, and she's always imposing on them. Maybe she need to get out and do for herself and stop using the crutch of being the youngest, because I'm the youngest and I'm the most independent one in my family.
Proud of you. Soon enough, baby. Very proud.
But to answer your question, I'll be flying to Atlanta tomorrow.
Because, Deborah, you know, there are those who would say that, you know, you're blaming Ginevra for starving you, but, you know, we have to take care of ourselves if we're going to grow up and have children.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Your point being?
And I'm not.
My point being that if you took care of yourself better, maybe you would get along with your sisters better.
No, we wouldn't get along regardless of what happened.
But I can't believe you would want to.
She takes care of herself and she takes care of herself, and they barely get along. They get along every now and then.
What do you say back here?
The problem is that these three that hang together, she would say they're the flashy type and the party going on type, and she the lay back home woman, you know, natural woman. They all against her. That's why you can see right now. Look, they talking to themselves and leaving her out.
Leaving Ginevra out.
You're right. That ain't right. That ain't right.
I don't go to clubs. I don't party. I sit home with my son. I'm a mother.
Now. Look what you said earlier in the show. I didn't want to go to their nasty barbecue.
Cookout. That's right.
Wrong.
If I'm not invited, I don't want to be there.
Come on, you can't go on like that with your sister. You got to stay together. That's wrong.
What do you say?
I just think that they all should realize that life is too short for sisters and families to feud. There's 9 of us in our family. A couple of years ago, one of my sisters almost died. I found out just recently I have a terminal disease. We all realize that life is too short for us to fight and feud, that we all need just to get along, you know, and love one another and be there for one another.
Good point. We'll be right back in a minute. I want you to meet Dr. Jane Greer, who specializes in sibling relationships.
Yes, and this is exactly why sibling relationships need a little expertise.
You mean people actually come to you and sit down and say, gosh, I'm not getting along with my sister or my brother?
Absolutely, because there's nothing worse than not being able to trust and feel safe with a family member. Feel that the enemy is in your own family as opposed to out there and dealing with the rest of the world.
It's got to do something to you. I mean, a lot of us put up big fronts and fight so we don't deal with that little kid in us who's so hurt.
Right.
But it's got to hurt to lose, especially like in Deborah's case. She's got 3 sisters that she doesn't get along with.
Well, you know, part of the problem is that it seems there's so much misunderstanding that goes on. Nobody takes the time to really find out what's happening and what the other person really feels. The misunderstanding leads to mistrust. When there's mistrust, there's no support.
Because it almost sounds like, because Deborah, I heard you. She said she came here to stop the feuding, but yet she won't bend on that. Is it because she doesn't maybe trust?
Absolutely, because if you don't trust that the other person isn't going to go after you or do you in some way, which the rumors and the retaliations all foster, how can you really let your guard down and feel safe, you know, and really be trusted?
Deborah, anything you want to ask, or sisters, Rosina, Ginevra? Come on. I don't.
She the one always doing everything. She can't ask nothing. She is the one.
The thing is,
Deborah.
You know what it has to be? First of all, there are a lot of expectations. You really need to learn how to support each other, because especially for your children to learn how to cooperate, how are they ever going to learn to compromise and not go for who's right? If you're always going for who's right, you'll always all feel wronged by the other.
What about this situation?
Well,
stop drinking, number one.
Yeah, right. No clearing the air when you've had a couple of drinks and you're out for a good time. Keep it a good time. But I think a lot of times the rivalry that's gone on for the two of you, you're fairly close in age. And that oftentimes really fuels the competition. What you really need to do is, to be a sister doesn't mean passing judgment or telling the other person how to live their life or what to do. You know, it's good intentions. You want the best for your sister. You need to learn how to do it by supporting. And if you disapprove of something, find a way that's not controlling and hurtful to talk with her.
Let me ask you this. There comes a time in some of our lives that no matter what you do, no matter what you say, you're just not going to get along with that blood relation.
Right.
Isn't there a time sometimes where you have to divorce your own family?
Yes, absolutely. If staying connected leads to so much fighting that it makes you feel bad about yourself,
right.
To protect yourself, you need to divorce a sibling. Take the kind of space that's necessary so that perhaps at another point in time you can come back and learn how to get along. The key is really learning how to be supportive of one another, how to listen, and how to not assume that the other one is out to get you and do you in.
Okay, we'll be right back in a minute.
Still look good.
Oh, I've got to meet that Rolonda hunk on the next Rolonda.
Well, one thing we gotta say is that I honestly believe that all the fighting, there is the bottom line if you dig deep enough down there. I think you all do love each other, because I believe you wouldn't be on the show today if you didn't. How you deal with your feuding is your business, and how you decide to do that when you get back to Florida and Mississippi. But one of the things I think that we learn is we fight, because we're going to fight with our families. But learning how to fight fairly, and learning that not everybody can be right all the time. I want to thank you so much for your honesty. Go hug each other tonight, Deborah. No, well, you go hug your sister, and we'll see you later, another hour on Rolonda. See you.